Who won the debate now depends on who you ask. Many pundits saying that Tim Kaine was over-rehearsed, interrupted too much, and a major newspaper saying he, quote, was trying too hard. Steve Hayes, senior writer, Weekly Standard, Fox News contributor, scores it on his own now. Steve, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bill.
How do you score it? Broadly speaking, go.
Yeah, I think Mike Pence had a very strong night. The fact that he refused to take the debate time and time again, as Tim Kaine clearly tried to get under his skin, tried to rattle him, tried to get him to respond, and Pence remained calm and cool, and I think made a very strong prosecutorial case against Hillary Clinton, against Barack Obama, and against the status quo in Washington, D.C. I do agree that Mike Pence was less comfortable defending Donald Trump. He didn't go out of his way many times to answer those attacks. I think that was part of their strategy going into this debate, was to not get sucked in to being on the defensive. And I think he did what a very good debater often does, which is receive the attack, respond with maybe a sentence or two, and then turn the attack on your opponent. He did it again and again and again, and I think it was very effective.
I thought Kaine's strategy is what Hillary Clinton said a month ago. Make it a referendum on Donald Trump. That's what he came into that match last night. Does it change minds, Steve, when you consider there is another debate 4 days from now?
Yeah, probably not. I think that was the strategy. I mean, it was interesting. It was as if in many respects, these two debaters were talking past one another, with Kaine making everything about Trump, trying to bring up Donald Trump quotes on a variety of issues, both policy and personal attacks. And Mike Pence sort of looking past those attacks and responding and making a case on behalf of conservatism. I think if you're an iffy Republican or a skeptic of Donald Trump, what Mike Pence did is at least give you some assurance that conservatism in a Trump White House would have a seat at the table. And in that sense, I think this is the high watermark for conservatives for this general election right now.
Wow, the high watermark. Huh. Wall Street Journal calls it Trump's best debate. That's the title of their editorial. The closing paragraph goes like this. The alternative is to follow the Pence template of doing your homework, sounding presidential, making the case for change for the failures of the last 7 years on the economy and security, issues number 1 and number 2. If Mr. Trump wants to win, his running mate showed him the way, end quote.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, I think this is sort of the template. Obviously, there's a big challenge for Donald Trump. He's not as conversant with on the issues as Mike Pence is. Pence has been working on these issues, thinking about these issues literally for decades. Trump is a relative newcomer to these things. It's hard to cram when your test, in effect, is the world and national security and domestic politics. So I think it's a bigger challenge for Trump, but in terms of the case for change, that's the strongest argument that Trump has. It's where he's likely to be most successful. 7 in 10 of Americans want a change of course, a change of direction in this country. If Trump keeps going back to that and can avoid taking the bait every time Hillary Clinton tries to needle him with something, he'll do certainly better than he did last time.
Town hall format, Sunday night, St. Louis. Thank you, Steve. Stephen Hayes, initial analysis there out of D.C.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.